Teslas are not good for emergencies. Well, yesterday was probably the worst day of my entire life. If not, it was very high up there. Now, it just wasn't a single event. It was just a combination of everything at once, combined with driving about 5 hours total through the entire day. Not one time I even had to charge the Tesla Cybertruck. So I need to take you from the beginning of the day, so you can understand what happened. My dog Minnie woke up and started stumbling, completely just acting drunk, acting very weird. I really didn't know what to do. She is in heart failure. She's 14 years old. I really thought yesterday was going to be the last day I would ever spend with her. Like, I thought that was the day we were going to have to put her down. It was just very strange, concerning. I didn't know what was going on. We took her to the emergency vet. We ran all kinds of tests. Like, it feels like she went to like a human grade ER, all the tests they did on her. The results were inconclusive. They really didn't know what was going on. They said follow up with her cardiologist. Yes, she even sees a cardiologist. She is a spoiled dog. We love her. So after we went to the emergency vet, we were also checking out of our Airbnb at the exact same time. Keep in mind, we were on vacation on the other coast of Florida, 3 hours away from home. So after we left the emergency vet, we're also in the process of checking out from our Airbnb. At the same time, we're driving north, like away from where we would normally drive to go home, and we stop at a doggy neurologist 40 minutes away. So we go to the doggy neurologist, and of course they want to do like an MRI. They're thinking general anesthesia. They're just giving us kind of the worst case scenario. They quote like $5,000 for that. But our fur babies are worth it. So we take Minnie to the doggy neurologist. They do a assessment. They think she probably had a stroke. Due to her heart condition, it's likely she had a stroke. But due to her age, her medication, all of her risk factors, it's not worth it to put her under general anesthesia to do the MRI to confirm she had a stroke. And they said most dogs, like her, if they have a stroke, they recover in a few weeks. And now she's doing fine. Whew! But in the meantime, yesterday, let's just recap the stress. The Tesla-related stress. We bring the Cybertruck from our Airbnb to the doggy emergency room. Then we have to get a Uber from the Airbnb to pick up the Cybertruck, to take the Cybertruck back to the Airbnb to pack it, to then bring the Cybertruck back to the emergency vet. It's me and my boyfriend that are coordinating all of this. He's packing. I have my dog at the neurologist or the emergency vet. We go from the emergency vet back to the Airbnb just to make sure the dog is okay. And then we go from the Airbnb up north, the opposite way of where we're supposed to go home, 40 minutes to the neurologist. Then we go from the neurologist all the way across the coast of Florida back home. A long day of driving. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours of total driving, probably pushing 300 miles total. So many different stops, there and back, chaos. The Tesla was not on my mind. The charging was not on my mind. We got to our house with, I think, 2 miles of range left. Like, not even 2% of range, 2 miles of range. So the fact that we had a Tesla, we were in Fort Lauderdale on vacation for 2 weeks. We never had to charge at a supercharger. We just charged it in the garage of the Airbnb. Thanks to the Tesla, thanks to the ability to just keep it fully charged, when this emergency hit, when this emergency striked us, we unplugged with a full charge. We were able to focus on the emergency. We were able to focus on what was most important, our dog. We didn't have to stop to get gas. We didn't have to stop to supercharge. The Tesla was able to keep the climate. So like, since we packed our entire life in the truck during this emergency, we kept the Tesla climate on because we had, perishable items in here. We had computers, monitors, everything you would pack to be gone for a few weeks was in here, and the Tesla was able to run and keep it all good. And when we got home with 2 miles of battery, all we had to do was just plug the Cybertruck in. And this morning I woke up with a full charge. So we literally drove this Tesla for 2 weeks. I would probably say pushing like 1,000 miles, like out of town, on a road trip, on vacation, a crazy vet emergency as well. We didn't once have to go to the Tesla supercharger. So if you run those calculations, we spent less time charging our Tesla than any person would spend getting gas, because we just plugged it in when we got home at the Airbnb. We plugged it in when we got home to our actual house. And then when that emergency striked, since it's a Tesla, it's just plugged in, charging, always ready to go. We had like 92% battery when the emergency hit. Like, imagine if we had a gas vehicle and say we had to go to the gas station. There is no time to go to the gas station and get gas when your fur baby is possibly having a stroke, possibly having some type of life-threatening emergency. Like, thank God we have a Tesla. Thank God we had a full battery, over 300 miles of range, that does beautifully in stop-and-go traffic, because we were in South Florida where traffic is crazy. We were able to bounce back and forth between our Airbnb and the emergency vet and then the neurologist and back home. And yeah, it was a wild day. Thank you, Tesla. That's all I have to say. I'm just so glad we didn't have a gas-powered vehicle in that situation, because we probably would have had to stop to get gas when time was of the essence. I will say this, yesterday was a very expensive day. If anybody has a dog that's been to the emergency vet or a cardiologist or a neurologist, whew, but I'm not begging for money, I'm not asking for money, but I just do want to say thank you if you did watch this video all the way through. If you comment or share this with your friend or just engage in any way, that does help me a lot. But I also just want to spread the good word about Tesla. Teslas are equipped to handle emergencies. Like, I'm living proof of it. I can barely speak. I'm just so stressed out and overwhelmed from yesterday, but everything's good today. Minnie is recovering. She's sleeping. She's doing much better.